Bridging the Wealth Gap with Dr. Benaisha Poole-Watson. This is Money Mondays.
The state of Texas, the average housing price starts about mid 400,000s. And that's pretty much across the board in the metro cities, the major cities. When you go out into the suburbs, you may be able to find a little bit cheaper, but ultimately prepare for the new real estate prices. They are here to stay.
How is this going to affect us short term and long term? And how can people expect to put money back when we still have to pay for these things that we need every day, you know?
So when it comes to builders and hiring a builder, we're going to face two things. The biggest thing is that either they're going to increase their prices, so that way the consumers will have to pay more, or they're going to have to halt their builds. So that means that they're going to have to stop or slow down the build jobs because maybe they don't have enough people who can afford the price point. Maybe they were the ones footing the bill, so they can't afford the price point. But there's definitely going to be a shift as far as pricing wise. Who's going to take the hit? Either the builder or the consumer, but somebody's going to have to be responsible, ultimately changing the entire trajectory of how building has been done in the past.
But I feel like people have always said that like building is a better option. So is it a good time to buy land? Like,
it's always a good time to buy real estate. If you don't get in, it's almost like, playing a game. If you don't get in the beginning, you won't be successful in the end. You'll end up paying more regardless. So you want to get in the market, utilize some of these amazing programs that exist. If you don't have the down payment, if you don't have the closing costs, maybe you don't have enough to support getting into home ownership, there are always programs available that can help you. There are grants from your local city. There are programs through banks like myself, Prime One Home Loans, that will get you in a better position, maybe get you some of those payments reduced, maybe help you get out of those rental properties so you can break those leases. There are all kind of programs that exist. I recommend everyone take advantage.
Realistically, I'm like, okay, I don't want to bite off more than I can chew, but I know there has to be a way to start small. And I always just try to figure out, like, I got to be able to start somewhere. There has to be a starting point. So knowing that there are programs out there that are available, and I know we've talked before, but people that are just not getting into the conversation, good credit, no credit, amazing credit. Just talk about some of the qualifications that it takes to get into some of these programs.
And then you said something that was very important. Don't try to live above your means. Just get in where you can. That could be a townhouse. That could be a duplex. It doesn't have to be the biggest home on the block. Just buy something so you can start building equity. And that way you can transfer that wealth if you need to through a cash out refinance. You can always pull capital out. There's so many ways. You just got to get started. The most important piece to this of home ownership is making sure that you put yourself as a priority. Make sure you put your paperwork in order. Your credit score is so important. A lot of us, we don't realize that credit's important until we need it. Keep that score above a 620, you should have no problems in home ownership. But if you're below a 620, there are programs that start at 580. And if you're below a 580, we have programs to help you too. You just have to have other components. The other components will be having a job. You have to have consistent employment. If your employment is sporadic, maybe you've had some breaks, that's not going to work for a bank to allow you to get a loan. But if you've had 2 years consistent employment, it doesn't matter if you're a business owner or self-employed borrower, 1099 contractor, or a W-2 employee, you're all falling in the same category. You need to have 2 years of stable consistency. If you can meet those requirements, we can work with the rest.
Thank you for just, offering some insight and some resources. And the biggest thing is people don't know who to trust, especially when it comes to our money. We're not just giving nobody our money. We're not taking money advice from a lot of people. People want to get more info and just find out how they can find out about these programs, start taking their life to the next level wherever you are right now. Like, you just never know. So the opportunity is waiting on you to knock. How can people come and find you?
Yes, you guys, listen, if you guys are paying rent, you can bet you can own a home. Don't get into a space where you're doubting yourself. Believe in yourself. If you are consistently paying your rent, you're paying a mortgage. It's just not a benefit to you. Own a home, buy a home, put your money somewhere where you can get a tax benefit, something that's going to help you. If you want to reach me, my name is Dr. Benaisha Poole-Watson. You can find me on Instagram at I am Benaisha, B as in boy, Enaisha. And you can also call us at Prime One Home Loans directly or Central One Lending Group. Someone will help you. See you next Monday.